can't remember if I'm supposed to mention that or not. I'm probably not, but anyway, it's happening. We're live. Anyway, next to the stage is a man. Sometimes there's a man. This man, he can sing, he can write, he can produce music. He is the one and only Jason. It's a good-looking shirt. You want to show that one more time for the peeps? Is it on? Jason's mic is not working. Liz? Hello? There it is.
Hello?
Hey! Okay.
It says Dick Jr. and the Volunteers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you open it up so they can see your boobie? To them.
No, but they still, it's so far away, they can't, they wouldn't, I don't think they'd be able to see it.
It's Zoom. They got cameras. In that case, they probably can't see me. It's Jason and some little person. I don't know.
Does the little person want to sing a song with me, maybe?
I would love to.
Yeah? Billy, you gotta sing a little something on this one.
All I hear is acoustic.
I know. That's all any of us here.
Hey Liz, can you lower the acoustic in the ears?
Sorry, everybody. We did not. Oh, interesting. That's not what I.
Hi, stage it, folks. Where's the stage it camera?
Over here. I all of a sudden I couldn't remember if we were supposed to acknowledge that or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. Hi. That one?
Now it's completely gone out of everything.
Outside
the road, no. Caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long tow. He's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. Well, I gotta get the run for the sun. I hear my baby call my name, and then I know that she's the only one. If I die right, at least I will die free. Yeah. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Nordy, Borja, I love you.
Get the fuck out of here.
You guys want to sing a little Station Breaks tune in? Yeah. One maybe they can count along to.
Yeah. If you know it, count it. It's called Gone. Billboards slicker in the valley. Stay back at it with Miguel Mondays. Maybe I'll go start a fire. But if they catch me, they'll put me away. Used to say he's got potential. Now I'm on my way to nowhere. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways good to make my case. 4 suitcases to breathe.
Someone is very excited.
That was intense, and I loved every second of it. Hi. How many of y'all are new? My name is Jason Mans. Do y'all remember in season whatever it was, when that monster, that whichever one it was, did that thing, whatever it was that it did, and you couldn't see the monster's face? I was that monster. Raise your hand if you believed that. Hey, I gotcha. That's not me. No, I had. I'm gonna be generous and give myself 11 seconds of a song on Supernatural.
Season 4, episode 1.
That's the one.
Yeah, your mom's
But
here.
apparently it was the same episode where this angel showed up. So I mean that's how people usually remember that episode. Whatever. I am pretty stoked that for some odd reason they let me stick around and play some tunes for you guys once in a while. What's that? Oh, that's true. Yes, I did. I also own a gas station in season 13. But in that gas station, I actually had more letters than were in my name on the sign, and just didn't choose to light one of them, so that Manny's turned into Manses. I like to talk and not really say anything while I tune my guitar. I like to see how long everyone stays in their seats. It's a little game I play. So this is my concert. It's also my Q&A. It has been dubbed my Quancert. So if anybody has any questions or thoughts, concerns, suggestions, needs advice, feel free to enter it into the microphone. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, all my wind has been taken out of my sails with, season 4 of the Man's Truck Stop Diner. But I wanted to know if you've kind of been a conduit. Breanna's album kicks ass.
Thank you.
And then, have you ever thought about getting in front of the camera now that it's the last season?
No. No, there was a brief moment in time when I finished college and moved out to LA that I thought perhaps I would do the thing that everyone in LA does in front of the camera. And I did it. And if you ever see those movies, you'll know why I no longer do that.
You played a great fat
No,
ball.
I'm kidding. It was really fun. Music got really busy. And so I've done, music, and my additional journeys have included producing and writing and doing stuff for other musicians. A few small cameos, perhaps, in Kings of Con. But yeah, no, that show, they do such an amazing job of casting, and I think a gig on a show like that would be life-changing for a lot of people who just want to act for the rest of their life. So I don't know. I don't feel the tug to be like, hey guys, remember me? I'm happy to just play music and sing. So, but thank you for the question.
I came here 2 years ago not knowing who you were, and left a massive Jason Mans fan, and still remain to this day. So
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. Thank you for saying that. I was supposed to be tuning my guitar while you were, but I really liked the question. Hi.
Hi.
You know what's interesting? You kind of cut in line in front of, but we have to alternate.
She didn't tell me that.
Have to.
I like your style.
Sorry.
Break the rules.
It's my first time here, so sorry.
What's that?
It's my first time at this convention, so I...
Oh, well, welcome. In that case, you
So
didn't
sorry.
cut. No.
My question is this. I have a 21-year-old son who is in LA right now trying to be a musician.
Okay.
I was wondering if you have any advice for him.
Yeah, I would say, you know, get 11 seconds of your song on Supernatural, and then just be like a convention singer for like 10 years, and then start producing records for the people on that convention circuit. That would probably, I mean, I think that's probably the best route to go. No, if you want real advice, I would say, I'd say like 3 things. 1, play every day. 2, in the beginning, play anywhere and everywhere. So there's a ton of, you know, open mic gigs and stuff that doesn't really pay anything, and you know, jams at buddies' houses and stuff. Do all that stuff. Play all of the places and say yes to everything in the beginning. And then the third thing would be, the music industry is so unique now. It's so different than even, you know, 10 years ago or 12 years ago when I started, that there really isn't one path or one way to be someone who plays music for a living. You know, it used to be you had to get a record deal, you had to get somebody else to carve your way and put your music in the stores, but, you know, you can record something in your living room and have it on the shelf next to John Mayer the next day on iTunes. So, you know, it's just a different landscape. So, yeah, be bold and do your own thing and try to figure out a way to make it work, and there are ways to make it work. So,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome. This song is called "This Guitar Should Have Been Tuned a Long Time Ago," in the key of, it's not quite it. Hi.
Hi. So first I just want to say, like, my favorite song is Have a Little Faith in Me, and I wanted to know what the most memorable thing working with Breanna was.
Have you met Breanna? It's tough to put your finger on the most memorable thing with Breanna, because I feel like every time you're with her, you walk away from her going, I'll never forget that. But every time you feel that way, you know? She's just one of those people that kind of operates at a higher level of excitement. So I feel like to try and zero in on one thing would be very difficult, but I will say, as a general feeling when I think about working with her in the studio on that record, and prior to that and since that, just watching her come into her own as a musician has been awesome, you know, because she's one of those people, like so many of the people on this tour, which is fascinating. She's one of those people that just has ridiculous raw talent. Like, she starts singing and she's just one of those people, you know, you hear her sing and you're like, what, how, what? Why are you not, you don't do that more? And so to see her go from somewhat of a self-doubting thing, no, I'm not, no, I can't, I do it for fun, oh, it's not a, and I feel like she stepped into her own now, and she knows what she wants to do, and she has ideas, and she has opinions about her voice and her music and her art, and it's really, really neat to see.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I have a question and a song request.
Okay, we'll ask your question first,
Question first.
and if it's not good, then the answer to your song request is no.
Okay.
No pressure.
Question is, what is your favorite song off of Rich's new album?
Ooh, it's a good question, because it allows me to say, did you guys know Rich has a new album? Came out today.
for sale here?
It is for sale here. I have them in the merch room, yeah, along with some other fun Dick Jr. and the Volunteers stuff. Gosh, my favorite song. It's tough to say. There is, I don't know. If you ask me this question every week for the next 8 weeks, you'll get a different answer. But this week, I'm gonna have to say Raspberry Beret. We did a bluegrass cover of a Prince tune. Yeah, I said that right. And we had fun. We had a ton of ridiculously talented musicians in the studio, and yeah, we just had fun with that. And the way it turned out, I'm really happy about.
And then song request, can you play Tennessee Whiskey, please?
No. Even though I liked your question, I'll play a little bit of it. Used to spend my nights out in a ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottle, brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. There you go. Hi.
Hi, Jason. I have a question and a song request.
Okay.
So we both know how much you love telling stories.
Say that again?
We both know how much you love to tell stories.
Certain stories.
No.
See, now you're just baiting me. I'm gonna tell it.
No, wait.
I'm gonna tell it.
No, wait. Okay, so do you have any safe for stage it stories from Rockwood?
Unsafe.
Why would it have to be safe for staging?
Because I just want to make sure it's, your audience.
Why is Stage It different than the people in this room?
I don't know. You tell me.
Because they're all drunk.
Rockwood is this little music festival that we go to in Germany once a year, and it's really fun. A bunch of my musician friends from LA come, and a bunch of these guys come, and Swain comes and rocks the house, and it's really fun. And I will just say that I'm sorry that it happened very recently. So it's a little bit our fault that that these guys are tired. I did that, and I apologize. But I'm honestly not very sorry, because we had a really, really good time. I don't have any. I feel like you actually wanted like bad stories, the way that you asked the question.
Stories, no. I know some people that were there. No, I was kidding.
Do you guys know the story about this woman right here? We were in not Nashville, we were in Atlanta at Eddie's Attic, and, well, you wanted a story. You wanted a story, they wanted a story.
Only because Erica loves it.
Just one more story, yes. I'll tell it quickly. Rob and I were singing a really quiet song, and we got to a really quiet part of a really quiet song, and we were feeling it, and like it was one of those moments where you're holding a note in harmony and you get goosebumps because you just feel it, and it's one of those, and then like we ended the note and it was like quiet, and it was just one of those like second pauses before you launch into the next line where you're just like in the moment, and we both had our eyes closed. Okay, I'll have one more, is what we heard. And we both just started dying laughing. And then after the song, we told the story, and like 17 fingers went. And that was your friends throwing you under the bus, like I just did. But thank you so much for the question.
I should know better. Can you, your song. Sing your song. Your song.
Sure.
Your song.
Sure. I'll try. Sitting in the city of a million songs, looking for the one that's right. Singing to my girl when I see her again, as an evening turns to night. She'll curl up beside me, right beside me, as I say. She'll know she's got me, she'll know that she's my everything. There you go. This is my snippet concert. Hi.
Hello. I just wanted to mention we actually saw you in tour in Charlotte. And
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course. We drove 4 hours with a 2-year-old, so that was fun. But
Wow.
I wanted to know 2 questions actually. Did you end up naming the van that you guys drove from that tour? And if you had any funny stories in addition to the one that you just told about that tour.
Any other stories about Angie, or?
I mean,
Well, it was one time.
It was very entertaining, so.
Did you remember the names that we were tossing about for that?
I was trying to remember them, and with being as nervous as I am, I can't.
We did, but I can't remember what the name was, but it was awesome.
I know.
Yes, a story from that trip. So whenever we do that tour, we stay at Hayden's house.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize for that. I know sometimes Hayden just makes you scream. It happens. Hayden's a buddy of mine from college, and he plays music, and he lives in Charlotte. And no, but I think he's still in Europe because he was at Rockwood. But and so we stay at his house, which is always very fun. And we did it with the Station Breaks tour, and we took a really funny picture because the room that a couple of us stayed in was next to this other room, and there's a kid's bathroom in the middle, and we were all in the kid's bathroom brushing our teeth, and we just looked like children. So we took a picture. And then on the next tour through, Billy went to CVS, and he had that picture printed after measuring an empty spot on the wall, like going up the wall, they have all these family pictures of all the kids and all the stuff. And so Billy measured the spot, printed out a picture, put it in a frame, sneaked it into the house, and hung it on the wall when Hayden and his wife did not know. And so then, you know, Hayden came with us to Atlanta and played at Eddie's Attic, and then he went home and we all went home. And then like 2 weeks later, I got a text, we got a group text where it was like, does he know? Does anybody heard anything? And nobody heard anything. Like another 2 weeks, we checked in on it, and no word. And to be honest, we just forgot about it. When was that tour? Last summer, like July or something. And so then like 3 weeks ago, we got a text from Hayden that was just like, please tell me that was from this last tour and not the tour you took that picture on. And so, and I think it's actually still up on the wall. So, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, you sing Hallelujah better than anybody else.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Hi.
Hello. Your Christmas with Friends CD is like a staple in our house at the holidays. The first time I heard it though, I thought you must have incredible powers of persuasion because you seem to be the only person that can get Jared to sing. Do you think that'll ever happen again, or was that just like...
I hope so. I hope so. The trick is not getting someone to say yes, because they can tell when you ask that you're not capable of recording them at that exact moment. So he may have said yes since then, but it's tough to get the schedules to line up. So, yeah, I hope so. That was a really fun surprise, and that was one of those things that, you know, just kind of happenstance. I had mentioned it to him, and I went up to Vancouver to record Jensen, and they had the sound truck. They had a sound thing kind of set up on set, and Jared came in to kind of, you know, hang out. We were hanging out the night before, and I was like, you know, pressure, just, you know, just take a look, take a listen if you feel like doing it. And so then he came in, and I was like, you know, you have a minute. You've got some time. You don't have to be anywhere. Might as well. So just a lot of stars have to align for that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, hopefully, I had a blast working with him, and I think I've learned a lot about. That was really the first time I solo produced anything. And it was very laid back and casual, and we did most of it in my living room. So I've learned a ton about the process since then. So I think it'd be really fun to go back at it. Thank you for the question.
When the night is come, the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Ooh, stand now. Stand by me. If the sky we look upon should tumble and fall, over mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Ooh, stand now. Stand by me. If ever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Ooh, stand now. Stand by me.
Thank you. I'll just say before I forget, thank you guys for coming all the way downstairs from your rooms. or all the way in from the merch room. You're welcome. I really appreciate it. No, and for Stage It as well, we've got a really fun event coming up on Tuesday in LA. If any of you live there, you're in Florida now, so you probably don't, but Rich has a record release party at the Roxy on Sunset, and we're going to open up, the station breaks are going to open up, and Michael Rosenbaum's band, Left on Laurel, is going to get up and play a few tunes as well, so it's going to be a really fun night. So yeah, if anybody's listening from California, come on out. All right, I'm terrible at announcements. I used to make set lists before I stopped making set lists, and then I'd start to like write things on my set list, and then I would look at it, and it would just be so full of junk that I would just get up and play whatever I wanted and never look at the set list or make any announcements. Hi.
Hi. I have a question and
Okay.
a song request.
All right.
I just wanted to know, I'm from Bowling Green, Virginia.
What?
Yeah, I came all the way from Virginia, all the way down here. I just wanted to know if you were any relation to the Pitts and Mans Realty that is in Bowling.
Is that did somebody set you up?
No, my mom went to school at Caroline County High School, and I was just wondering if she went to school with anybody from your family.
Where do you live in Bowling Green?
Well, my grandparents live there right now. I currently don't, but I'm from there. I've lived there for years.
What?
Yeah.
I currently live there now.
Yeah, no.
And yeah, that's my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mike Mans.
wow. Okay.
That's really funny.
It's small world.
Yeah, bless you. Where did you grow up?
I grew up mainly in Powhatan, but I
Yeah.
lived in Bowling Green recently for like 6 years.
That's so funny.
Back with my grandparents, but I visit there all the time because
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Bowling Green, in case you don't know, it sounds familiar, but not because it's the one you're thinking of.
The massacre.
Because there are a lot of Bowling Greens, and they're all really big, except ours. It's about 1,100 people, and it's 1.6 square miles. And it's tiny.
Oh, so tiny?
Yeah. Robbie knows. Robbie was like, no, seriously, this is where you're from?
I was like, where's the town?
We just passed it.
And literally, like, I feel like we parked in front of that building where we did our little stage it. And what was it? Everybody walking by was like, oh, hey, Jason, how you doing, Jason? Everybody knows everybody. I think you parked funny or something like, hey, Jason, just so you know, you had a parking issue.
Well, he's the landlord.
Huh? You own downtown.
No.
Now he owns it.
No, that is not.
It's a wonderful life.
Yeah, I wish. That'd be awesome. But what's your name? What is it?
Brittany.
Brittany.
Yes, that's right. Thank
That's
you.
fun. Thank you very much for your question.
Have you ever thought about, like, really owning that town and renaming it Mansville?
Dude, I love it. I think there's already a Mansville.
Well, now there's two.
One in Rhode Island.
Newsflash, there's also another Bowling Green.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What was your request? I'll play it for you at some other point, most likely.
It was Hallelujah.
Okay. Well, that's excellent.
You know what? Now that you've mentioned that,
Should be.
we'll do it for you. Not now, but before the weekend's over. Are you coming to the show tomorrow night?
I am here all weekend.
You get your bottom to that show, we'll play it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
How's it going so far, Jason, in your...
Fantastic. These folks are a good crew.
They are a good crew. It's good, a lot of good energy.
Especially like in this general area.
Is it true y'all ran out of water, or they didn't have water? That's cool.
The hotel or the town or the
hotel, like half the hotel, like no water this morning. Chris Schmelke said he shaved his beard with iced tea.
I would just like to point out that
No, I didn't hear that.
Chris Schmelke
That's not a joke.
picks the only morning in the last 10 years that he hasn't had water to also be the only morning in the last 10 years that he shaved his face.
Yeah. Which started as a mistake. I guess he thought it was on a different setting and like shaved.
And then he was like, well, I guess I better shave with iced tea.
Yeah, and then...
Okay, now.
Oh, no.
That's how you earn the nickname Ice T.
I wanted to know if it like gave him like a high, a little bit of a high. Like, I shaved my face with iced tea. Give it all, 'cause it's all you have. Try so hard to complete your man. Tangled up in a
your spirit fly. You can break the cycle, flee the past, get your boots and hit the gas. You're coming home to Tennessee. You're coming home, you're free. No more dirty, bloody nights, but promises in the morning light. Gonna find your strength just a little bit. It's right where you left it. You can break the cycle, flee the past, get your boots and hit the gas. Break the cycle, flee the past, get your boots and hit the gas. Break the cycle, flee the past, get your boots and kick some ass. You're coming home to Tennessee. Coming home, you're free.
Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll be around all weekend.
Jason Mans, everybody, one more time. He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty good man. He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty good man. He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a Jason Mans. He's a man, he's a man, he's a man, he's a mighty, 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 mighty good man. All right, thank you. Thank you. Now's the time in the show where I walk over here and do this, and then I go right here and I find out what's happening next. Oh, guys, this is our faves. It's karaoke sign-ups. That's our new single. It's called Karaoke Sign-Ups. Pick it up. Sign up for your karaoke, and we'll be back in a jiffy.